What's going on, everybody? My name is Bobby, and I'm just another reactor here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reacting to Tamu Murata, the drummer of Nemophila, and this is her drum cover of The Dance of Eternity. Now, I never really knew this video existed. It says on the YouTube video that it's been up for like 5 years, and I never even knew Tamu can play like this. She's a great drummer, as many of y'all know. I'm a really big fan of a lot of these heavy metal bands from Japan, even the one with all ladies playing. And I've talked a lot about how great Nemophila is, and Tamu is a great drummer. The whole band is awesome. Mayu is a great vocalist. But this is kind of like next level drumming. I mean, she's a great drummer, but I never thought that she would even attempt to play a song like this. This is a pretty complex song. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this and see how she covers it. Now, what I like to do with the bands that are being covered and the song that's being covered, I like to give a little bit of my history with the band and the song. So quite a few years ago, like in the, I want to say early to mid 90s, I first heard Dream Theater's Images and Words album. And I became a huge fan of theirs and was a big fan of theirs all the way up until the Scenes from a Memory album, Metropolis, Scenes from a Memory, something like that. And that's the album that this song is off of. After that, especially after Mike Portnoy quit or got fired, whoever you want to believe, I don't know. I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but I still do listen to some of their stuff and still really like their music, especially the older music. I like some of the new stuff too, but I don't know. I just like Mike Portnoy's drumming a little bit better. This song, it's a very complicated song on drums. As many of y'all know, I used to be a drummer, and I would never even attempt to try to learn this. So I'm really curious as how Tamu's going to cover this song. Is she going to play it really well? Is it going to be a little sloppy? She's going to throw in her own flair, or will she try to play it note for note? Before I get to the reaction, though, I do want to say one thing real quick. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. As some of y'all may know, I started a new job back in November of last year, and a few months ago they changed our hours to where instead of working 5 days, 8 hours a day, I'm now working 4 days, 10 hours a day. So when I get home from work, I have very little time to do my stuff, eat dinner, clean up, whatever, and before I need to go to bed, because I get up really early in the morning. So because of that new schedule, I have Mondays off. I have the weekends off and Mondays. My weekends are usually for family stuff, and my Mondays I normally record all of my reactions for the week, and then during the week after work when I get home, I edit one per day and post it, But there's some days, like last Monday, not yesterday, but the previous Monday, where I have to go in and work overtime, so it gives me hardly any time to record all of my reactions. So the reason I bring this up is because some of y'all may notice that there's some weeks that go by that I don't post any content, and it's not that I'm losing interest or anything like that. It's just that when I have to work overtime and I hardly have time during the week, I just barely have enough time to get anything recorded and posted. Sometimes I want to try to, after I get home, record and then edit and then post one video per day, but even that's difficult. And that's actually what I'm doing right now, because yesterday I didn't work, but I had a lot of family stuff going on that normally doesn't happen on Mondays, and I had to take care of it, and I just didn't have time to record. So anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest, and hopefully y'all understand. Thank you to everyone who's stuck with this channel and thank you for all that subscribe and watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, without further ado, this is my reaction to Tamu Murata and her drum cover of Dream Theater's The Dance of Eternity. She's pulling up her sleeves because she's probably about to kick some ass. The drum roll there. Okay, before I get to the next part, just want to say a few things here. A long time ago when I was learning to play the drums, I was learning cover songs, and I used to put headphones on. I had a stereo behind me that actually played records or cassette tapes, and that's how I would learn the songs. I would play them through the headphones loud enough and still be able to hear the drums and just learn the songs that way, and I kept having to rewind a lot or move the needle back on the record. But playing like that, I would notice that, I could hear the drums in the headphones and in my drums that I was learning on. And I would never, ever play everything exactly note for note. So I could hear the differences in the drumming that I was doing, especially in the rolls, if I did them a little bit different, or if my snare drum was a little bit off from the snare drum in the real recording. I could hear those like slight imperfections, and that's kind of what I'm hearing here. I watch a lot of drum covers on YouTube and notice that a lot of drummers that play the songs note for note, you don't hear that delay. And I don't know if there's a program that can remove the drumming from an original recording, like there's some that can remove vocals, but I don't know if some of those drummers that record covers like that do that, and maybe she's not, and that's why you hear that little bit of whether she's ahead of the song or behind it a little bit, I don't know, but you can hear like the little bit of imperfection in her playing exactly note for note with every beat of this song, and I just don't expect anybody can do that. Now, having said all that, she's doing great on this. She's playing everything like the recording. She's just not in perfect time with it. But man, she's doing all the rolls the same, the drum beats, the offbeat patterns that he does, just everything to me so far sounds note for note. So man, I have a much higher respect for her now as a drummer, because she can play something like this, which you don't see this style of playing much in Nemophila. She's just real heavy and a lot of double bass drumming, which is really badass, and good skilled drumming too. It's not all just fast beats and all that stuff. She's a skilled drummer, but this is like next level skill, and it's really kick-ass. Sorry about that thing, I was turning up my earbuds. Cool part coming up. Cool part, I believe, right here. A lot of stuff to memorize. Wow, well, that was Tamu Murata with her drum cover of Dream Theater's The Dance of Eternity. Yeah, it looked like she kind of flubbed the ending a little bit there, and she even looked at the camera like she knew she did it, but, what are you going to say? You're going to say, oh, you messed up the end, ruined the whole thing. No, I don't think anybody would be stupid to say something like that. I mean, that was a really kick-ass cover, so a little tiny flub at the end is more than forgivable. But like I said earlier, man, I have a whole lot more respect for her as a drummer. I already respected her as a drummer as it is, but to see her play something that complex now, man, it just raises the level of her playing, in my opinion, that she's just a awesome kick-ass drummer. That was just amazing. And let me know in the comments if there's any other badass covers like this that she does that I didn't know about. I can't believe I never come across this before. I think I came across it just surfing through videos looking for stuff to react to. So anyway, enough rambling. That was badass. That's going to do it for this reaction. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if y'all care to subscribe to my channel, there's some links down in the description. But donations to my channel are not necessary, but they are greatly appreciated. Thank y'all for watching my reaction to Tamu Murata and her drum cover of Dream Theater's The Dance of Eternity.